Hi, I'm Andrea Bonaceto. I'm an artist. I initially started with physical art, mostly using acrylic colors, and then through time I started experimenting with digital art as well. I'm very happy to be here in Dubai. I think the art scene is great, and I had the opportunity to meet many people, and the event here was really great. I really enjoyed it. My journey, as I said, I started with physical art, then I evolved into digital art. I started mostly focusing on portraits and more like abstract surrealist works. I really try to merge the artistic work with technology, so I use very often AI, robotics as well into the works that I do. Very important for my art is the way it's displayed, because I'm using vectors, and so my works can be really scalable to any kind of dimension. So it's very important for me to display them in very large screens, immersive spaces, and I think that's how they stand out the most. So I think what we have now here with Art in Space is quite interesting, because that 360 room with sound gives a very immersive and interesting feeling to the work that I've produced. So I'm very happy and pleased about the result. I'm in the blockchain space since quite a few years. I don't have a formal artistic background. I actually started by studying finance and investing in the space. I launched an investment fund in 2018 called Eterna Capital, which is still going. And then I had a sort of artistic life on the side, quite private for a certain period. But then when I saw NFTs taking place mostly around 2019, 2020, so in the very early days, I saw it as an opportunity to then be more open about what I was doing. And that's how I started, basically. And it was still at the very beginning. I had the opportunity to do my first release on Nifty Gateway, because the gallery that was doing curation for them at the time started being interested in my work, started following me on Instagram. And from there onwards, I really, very organically developed my career as an artist. Initially, I started with a collaboration with a humanoid robot called Sophia, and we basically created a set of works where I portrayed Sophia and her family, and through her neural network she reinterpreted my works, and that went very well. And from that point onwards I started doing a lot as an artist myself, initially focusing on portraits, because I really want to get across the true essence of people. And if you see my portraits also, you'll see that the eyes are quite complicated and abstract component. Then it's like at a certain point I started focusing on the eyes only. I went for a more abstract surrealist style, and this is where I try to define really my own narrative, my own vocabulary. What I feel is that the alphabet in the end, the letters A, B, C are just drawings with a certain meaning. So what I try to do with my works is to have some recurring patterns and figures that also have a meaning for me, and to tell a story through the works. I also try to bring together visual art with poetry and actually words, because I think now we have the opportunity with NFT to bring all the mediums together. And for me that's something very powerful and very interesting, something also that allows me to take some elements for the past and bring them into the future through technology.